Just Cause 4, this is the latest entry in the series. It's kind of been a fairly spread out series, and after 3, which had some performance issues, I was a little bit worried about this. I first saw it at E3 this past year, and I was actually very impressed with it, and that sort of has translated to the final release. So we're on Xbox One X, we're getting an enhanced resolution, and we're getting HDR support. And for the most part, it does run well. There are some issues where performance dips a little bit. But, for the most part, it's a much, much better time. Like, explosions actually, kind of keep that boom to them. And I have noticed that some cutscenes seem to have really, really bad visuals to them. I don't quite get why. And I think that might get smoothed out soon, but some of them look really, really bad in this. Yeah, just trying to give you a sense of the explosions here. So we're once again following Rico. He's back. In this entry, it's a little bit more of a deeper look into his family and his history as he uncovers secrets. He's joined by new friends and old ones as well. Some little surprises that I don't really want to spoil. And one of the big things in the game are weather conditions, which I just activated. So this is kind of the first main area you take out. There's a few different pillars of the game that represent different elemental aspects that you're trying to basically destroy or take care of because, the bad guys are trying to control the weather, which is never a good thing. So you're kind of just seeing that at play. It affects the world. You see a little bit of a difference in terms of what's going on in the weather, and you can sort of activate this too once you get to the point that you're able to, get to that. Okay, don't want to get hit by lightning. I don't know why it's so attracted to me. But yeah, you kind of work through the story, and you're progressing across a map. So as you can see, I've done quite a fair bit of it. It's a large world. There's a lot to it. I felt I had enough time and actually just cover everything like that. So you're advancing. There's a ton of different zones here that I've taken. You're going in. You're doing these missions. You can kind of see there's like different ones where you're training the army, and then there's like side strikes where you're trying to help free up zones, and you're basically trying to increase your squad reserves, your sort of army, because you're in the middle of a war. You're basically you're trying to help this oppressed group expand and take back their island. And then you've got your main sort of missions where you're, trying to destroy the little operations, and then we've got successful ones. Cool. Actually, the game has a lot of sort of humor in the dialogue and some fun characters. It's very charming. Rico is a very great character. I really do enjoy seeing him out there. He just has fun. Like, so badass, this like starting point where he comes out and just shoots people. But you got to watch it. So we're able to advance now because we finished a mission, and that basically increases our influence, unlocks us new items that we can use, and definitely makes the game a little bit easier. So there's like multiple fronts that we're trying to kind of go through. You have different criteria for unlocking places. Like this would be the tornado area, and probably where I'm headed next. You're free to do whatever you'd like. I mean, you can travel anywhere at any time if you want, or you can kind of take it zone by zone. The choice is really up to you. We're going to tackle this sabotage area, so we've highlighted that. So aside from there, we have these loadouts. So you're able to customize these loadouts kind of for your grappling controls, and there's different dynamics to it as you level. You can get mods. So I have explosive hydrogen on. I kind of shoot it and just like boom, big explosion. Pretty cool. And there's lots of different tweaking options with that. And you can add it your loadout and choose different ones, and you can choose like the tap and hold. Lots of customization options present there as we kind of get out of that. Aside from the grappling hook, we have supply drops, so you can do like a quick sort of supply, and you can have an item come down, and then they come over on the plane and drops down, and then you've got an item. Again, you can customize that. You have sort of a delay in how long and how often you can use these guys. Tons of different vehicles. You do stunts and stuff, and you get new ones or complete areas. You kind of saw that at play. And then we can also use them to fast travel too across the map. I'll show that quickly. So there's like a different point. We'd go here, we'd press Y, and then we could pick our particular member. See, he's on a delay now because he just dropped that off. And we could instantly fast travel there. And the game does actually load pretty fast. There's also feats. So kind of just competitions with your friends over live, just trying to see how good you are, I guess, in the various skills and different things you can do in the game. Lots to do, of course. And yeah, so we're just kind of waiting for this chopper to come down, and then we're going to fly over to the other zone and getting some more intense action. I don't know if you've noticed my drone there, it's going to get hit by lightning. But yeah, tons to blow up. The chaos meter is back, and it serves more of an exact purpose this time around. Basically, you're increasing it by destroying the barrels, like the red and white sort of objects in the world. And yeah, this is not looking good for this helicopter. And by doing so, you're building up this meter, and then you're getting more reinforcements and building your army, so you can further expand outwards. So you get a very large world. I kind of wish I didn't turn on the electricity, to be honest, because you're not really seeing the sense of the beauty in it. Okay, yep. That's not good. So yeah, you get free traversal. It's a massive world. I do notice that at times, oh crap. You know, you can see things sort of popping in as you're moving. It's not the most perfect performing of environments, but I do think it's got a certain charm to it, because that's what matters in this game, the explosions and having a good time and moving fast and pulling off crazy stunts. That's what this is about. You know, and as long as it doesn't have huge drops like 3 did, I think this is a really worthwhile time, just because it is wildly fun. Now that aside, I do find it's kind of repetitive. I mean, you're going around in your cool little glider. The lightning bolts are ridiculous. I don't know why it's not like that's my lightning bolt and it's attacking me. And I say that the repetitiveness because a lot of the time you're basically hitting control panels after clearing out enemies, or just hitting the control panels. So it can kind of feel repetitive in that regard. They do vary the missions a fair bit. You get quite a lot going on. I love these balloons, so I'm just going to show this off quickly. So you just kind of, okay, we got this, one sec, and huzzah, and then you fly really high. There's like a mission where you're chasing a sort of plane. Oh crap. And you can grapple quickly too, if you'd like to. You kind of use that for momentum. And you can fly really high up with the balloons. I think it's kind of neat. Okay, so we're not dealing with that anymore, and we're going to... I kind of wanted to show off the fast travel point, but we're like kind of nearby. We'll do it anyways. We'll do it anyways just to show it off. And then you get an idea of how fast it actually does load. See how it just sort of goes right across there, and you're good to go. Which I think is rather impressive, coming from the last one. So you can also do the wingsuiting, if that's something you want to do. Oh, jeez, that's ridiculous. Lightning was a bad idea. But I'm also tracking something right there, so you can see that on the side. Probably would have been a good time to put on the gliding tracking challenge so that I could beat him at that for an achievement, but that's not going to happen. So you're getting a little bit of sense of how it loads in and it renders. It's not perfect, but it's fine. There's a plethora of vehicles you can use. The ones on the ground, like vehicles and cars, which have been refined and improved over the last entry. Helicopters and all sorts of fun things. You can steal enemy vehicles just by jumping or grappling to them, such as helicopters or trucks. And just like it gives you a lot of options for how you want to actually move through the world. The choice is entirely up to you. Really, that hurt? Okay. I personally find this method of kind of, you know, kind of doing against the ground and then jumping up to be the fastest. And you can, of course, like I said, zoom in really fast if you want to. And it's just about getting a flow of it. And I forgot how to kind of do that when I first started, and then I got right back into the swing of things. Because it has been quite a while since the third one released. And I'm glad they took the time to redo their engine and create these like crazy storm situations. I mean, it's a long campaign. There's a lot of gameplay to it. There's a lot of missions, a lot of side missions, a lot of activities you can do. And I think if you like this type of wild game, you know, it's something that's really good for that. I hope that artillery doesn't kill me. I want to show off these the driving mechanics. Yeah, and then you get these missions when you go up to places and you get tasks. You can also swim. Oh crap. And just there's a lot of ways to do things. And you'll probably notice little bits of performance dropping when we're basically in vehicles and stuff like that. Okay, how are we doing here? So these are pretty spread out. Was there one back there? Ah, son of a... Okay, that's what we're gonna do. And you can also hold down the stick there, and you can get like sort of an iris scan, so you know what's up. Really, I just came for that area. Could have done that a little bit faster. So yeah, you're getting a lot of these things where you're flipping breakers and that, but there's a lot of combative aspects to it too, and you can do some really cool moves to attack enemies. And I want to show off the grappling hook because it is just damn awesome in this. But I don't want to deal with this giant, stupid AA gun. So what are we doing in this one? Mission-wise, where's the what breaker are we flipping? Okay, so we've got the grappling hook. I guess I'm gonna do it. Crap. Ow. Not cool at all. Come on. So you can like grapple the enemies and sort of kick them, and you can use your grappling hook to slap them. I hate these artillery things. They're so stupid. I just want this guy's gun. Okay. Doesn't matter. We'll go get this guy's. No. Give me that. Oh, he's running out of ammo in this. Oh, he's got to find new weapons from like crates and stuff. And a little bit of grappling hook action in there. So yeah, you get the weapons, and then you're able to fire and shoot at people. It's got like a Crackdown style snap shooting to it, if that's something you like doing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just kind of went for ammo here, didn't I? So you've got to find an area where we can flip a breaker. You got to kind of explore and look for it in this little area and stuff like that, and deal with that stupid thing that's shooting at me. So annoying. Kind of show that. Where is the thing going on here? Flip the breakers. It's probably right beside the stupid artillery gun, I imagine. Yeah, okay. There's just like a lot of ways to move around, which I think are really cool. Great, here we go. So that was stupid of me not to be able to find that. So you basically grapple it up, and then you're able to hold the breaker. And then, yeah, now it's good to go. That thing doesn't work. Hooray! And there's a lot of items you can use on the ground too. There's turrets and sort of anti-air that you can collect. When it comes to the grappling hook, you can now do 10 tethers, which is pretty crazy. And of course, as I was mentioning earlier, all the elemental type kind of aspects to tweak it and make it a little bit more crazy, to be honest. They've gone just wild with what you can do in regards to manipulating things and tethering stuff together, which is what I'm hoping to get into in this section here. As soon as I find more of these breakers. Combo breaker. I don't know. I don't really like dealing with the whole search and find thing. I think it's kind of boring, but you know, all to their own. Oh, really? Another one of those? Ugh. Great. And then there's like snipers, and there's a bunch of different enemies. And obviously, you know, they attack you from air, in the sea, and on land. Good variety of everything. Great, so we'll grab this weapon chest here. You get like a variety of items, usually 3 at a time. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna take that. Great, so we can cause some bigger booms, because this game's all about the explosions. I think I kind of missed the breaker on that one. Damn it, it exploded right away. It's the problem dealing with helium, you know. Really? Ugh, come on. So yeah, you can send them up to the sky. It's pretty fun. You can do all sorts of wacky things, especially with, like vehicles. And then you can just kind of like drop them. Just by clicking a button, like an on-demand thing, which I think is kind of fun. Oh, great. So we can grapple up here and we can totally jack this if we want to. Because Rico's just straight up badass. And then we can fire away at this other stuff. Let's see, where is he? Lock on there. Blow up this other helicopter. Or we could just jump out on the parachute. Ah, damn it, we're not close enough, it doesn't look like. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. And we could have also, like, stuck the helicopter to the ground and had it, like, just go straight down, which would have been pretty entertaining. Well, obviously. This one's a little bit more badass. Get some bigger booms going on here. And you'll notice how it's like not really causing as many problems with the performance and stuff. It holds up a lot better than 3 did. It's not perfect, but it's definitely still a really good and worthwhile time in that regard. Especially if someone likes the big explosions and everything like that. And then we could jump out. And we could continue our parachuting efforts. And we're gonna have to trip this breaker up, am I right? No, that was a bad idea. I didn't hook it onto anything. Wow, you are obnoxious over there. So much that I'm gonna go kill that guy. Really, he gets me with the stunner. Oh, jeez. I can't even sometimes. Okay, there's 1, 2. Where's the last one? Oh, it's down there. You're pretty strong though. Like you're really tough of a character. You take a lot of bullets, and then you seem to like heal up like instantly. It's crazy. Woo! I just gotta find this other generator. But yeah, a lot of missions are like this, sort of interacting with things, dealing with little bits of enemies, pulling switches, clicking switches, and doing stuff in vehicles. It's really freedom because you're allowed to do whatever you want. You don't have to, you know, specifically go in any particular order with things. Ah, cool. There we go. That's what we were hoping for. So we got one of these. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I shot a grenade launcher at it, so my bad. Let's blow that up. Big boom. Pretty cool. Maybe we can do it with this one. Is that gonna be enough? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we need 2. And you can change like how big the bubbles are. I use the large ones because I find it more effective. And then you can like shoot part of it, and hopefully that gets the fire going before it explodes. No, I think this is just kind of an electrical coil one. Yeah, or you could shoot the bubble things, and then they would pop too. So that's pretty cool. Again, there's more variation to it, and there's a lot of distinct biomes too. You get like a desert, and there's a bit of a snow place, and this is like the tropical kind of jungle that you start out in. It may not seem like anything too crazy, but it's actually quite a gorgeous and very expansive world. There's so much to like check out within it that I'm not sure many people will, because you know, you just kind of move through it so fast. And everything in this game is just like built for destruction. And then you can tie everybody together, and then you can shoot the bubbles for a bit of an explosion. You're going for a ride. And again, you can like customize it too, right? You can do all kinds of different stuff or different things with it. You can have as much fun as you want. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a nice touch. And then on top of things, you're part of a military, right? Like you're building a force, so you actually see large-scale conflict going on, and you're just sort of a part of that. And you can have guys that come help you out. I think it's got a pretty good cast of characters in this one. You definitely grow to like them. And while it's not super heavy on narrative, it does provide badass things. Oh my god, these would be so fun to play with. Okay, let's just quickly do a quick little, yeah. Okay. Is it gonna blow up? Oh come on, underneath it. Huzzah. So yeah, we got this thing like flying kind of, and then we could actually like grapple on top of it and go for like a ride with the plane. But you see how you can use it to move things, and you can drop it, and if there's people underneath, it would hit them, and yeah. So it's kind of like a really intuitive, fun little tool, and the heart of the experience. Like the heart of this really is sort of using the grappling hook with the parachute, or the wingsuit gliding, you know, whatever your fancy is, right? However you want to get around. And I really do enjoy this game. I think it's a lot of fun. Might be a little repetitive for some. It might have like little bits of performance problems, but for the most part, this is a very good follow-up. And I don't know. I've only played 3 in this one, but this is my favorite so far, by far. I think it's a lot of fun with a lot of cool little things to it. And yeah, that's Just Cause 4, because why not? Rico's great, we're having a good time.